Yo, what's up guys? Turn here, we're back with a brand new video. And today we're gonna be talking about the Vanguard Alpha. Before we get back into that, so I have not been uploading. As you guys can probably tell from my Instagram posts, just kind of an MIA. Doing my own stuff to off season right now and stuff. I didn't post much through the year of Cold War, but I think it's important to always, just like put your gameplay and just videos out so that people have content to watch and so that people, like it just works out well for you normally. Um, and in older CODs, I did a pretty good job of that, but recently, I have not been, so I'm hoping to get back onto that and just see how everything goes. Um, so with that being said, let's get into the Vanguard Alpha that we had. I want to say it was last weekend. I'm not sure when this video is going to be uploaded, but the date I'm recording this is the 4th of September. So, yeah, so we got the Vanguard Alpha, and it was, I mean, kind of what we expected. It was an alpha. I know that a lot of people said it was very stale, which I feel like we kind of got that with the MW Alpha as well. I'll be real honest, I don't even think I played the Cold War Alpha. I think I played the beta. So I'm just gonna be referring to the MW one a lot during this video. So, as far as the gunplay goes, I think the gunplay's good. I think this game has a little bit more recoil than we've seen kind of in the past couple of CODs. Uh, but I also think that there's a few underlying issues. The movement just seemed a little clunky to me. I'm not sure if everybody else felt the same way, but it didn't feel amazing. And obviously it is an alpha, and we don't really expect it to feel that good. But there was just a lot of issues that I feel like people had with it. One of those being like the different types of ammo. I know that a lot of people were posting on Twitter about how the fire ammo was kind of a little bit ridiculous, and I tend to agree with those people just because uh, I mean, like nobody, like when you got shot, you couldn't really see anything on your screen. So I think that's unfortunate. That's in the game. I also think that some of the stuff that we've kind of heard just leaking in general is that there's going to be dead silence as a perk. I think that was probably one of the better things of Cold War that I liked was that S&D was more. I feel like it just played better overall compared to MW. And they're bringing back doors and dead silence as a perk. I think that'll be two very big issues when they come out with the game. I also think a lot of people had a problem with the minimap. Um, and I can definitely see where they're coming from there because when the Cold War minimap first came out, was it Cold War? It might have been MW. I'm not sure. But either way, regardless, like the minimap just doesn't make you want to play pubs, I guess. So in the beginning of Cold War, I spent most of my time just grinding eights, playing a lot of custom game things. I didn't really do too much on the side of, just playing pubs in general. Throughout the year, they came out with a game mode called Face Off during Cold War. Um, I think that was probably by far one of the best game modes I've played. Uh, just for pubs, it made it enjoyable. The very fast-paced, short games, not not hour-long games. It just seemed a lot better than most of the other pub game modes. It also was when it was first 3v3. I think that's probably when it was at its best state. And I would say the Champion Hill thing from the alpha of Vanguard kind of reminded me a little bit of that, but it was how do I say it? It was a little more random because obviously you had to like win your rounds, get your cash, upgrade your gun, etc. Um, but I think it brings a cool aspect into the game because it's almost like an in-game tournament, which I like a lot. I think that tournaments like that are fun. I also think that if they can kind of put those tournaments the way they did in that game, I think it'd be cool to see a little bit more, like GB and stuff getting incorporated with it to bring more to the competitive side of things. Because I think that one thing that we definitely got out of the Vanguard Alpha was that um, like there were some guns that were a little I would say probably too overpowered in terms of like ARs. I think the STG is really, really good. I also think the bar is absurd. And I think that the subs, I'm not sure if the subs in the current state that we saw in the alpha, I'm not too sure if the subs are going to be able to compete with some of the ARs that are just in that, like an STG or a bar. Um, I think that during most of the alpha, I found myself at the beginning really wanting to use a Thompson. I got pretty comfortable with that. Also, the MP40, I was using those a lot. And then I got to the point where you were playing, especially in bars, I noticed more. The STG is just fun to use overall. So every time we got on the MP40 round and the STG was available to be bought in, I did get the STG just because I think that gun's very fun to use. Also, the sight on the STG is very, very good, I think. Like, personally, probably one of my more favorite sights out of some of these older titles. Obviously, in World War II, the original one that Sledgehammer came out with, I think that the sights on that was a little. For when the game came out, I was not very fond of them. Obviously, over the course of 9 months, you're gonna get used to it. But yeah, I think that to help it from getting so stale, I think that they'll have to incorporate some other things in there. But I don't think we can really judge too much off of the alpha. The main points that I think, which I know this is something that they've already addressed. They addressed that they would be changing when you get shot. It kind of just can't really see anything on your screen, which was really, really, really annoying. But I know they did change that, or they talked about changing it so that when the beta comes out, hopefully we'll have a little bit better performance on that side. I also think that there's a lot of small issues. I talked about movements in the beginning of this video. I think the movement's just very clunky. I don't know if it can be really compared though, because of the fact that we did play obviously challengers and stuff. We're all playing on PC. We did play the alpha on PS4, so I'm kind of interested to see how that works out on PC. Obviously, we won't really see that for a while. I think that the console beta is for sure first, but I mean the PC beta won't be out for a while. Um, so hopefully by the time it hits that point, we have kind of a good understanding of what the game's gonna look and feel like. I also think that the colors in the game weren't that bad. It just kind of seems like it's like one palette. It doesn't really. Uh, there's not really enough blue. Like, it sounds kind of stupid, but like, you just have your base green variants of brown, red, occasional. I didn't see a whole lot of blue, which kind of worries me because I think that a big problem that past CODs have had, that are reskinned for or skinned for World War II, are in World War II. A lot of people were complaining about the color, which I think is a big issue because I think when you have those games that have a lot more color, pubs and stuff, and the game just tends to be much more enjoyable to play overall. So I think hopefully during the beta we'll kind of get an idea of if they're going to go in the direction of how they did World War II, where there wasn't much color, or if they're going to kind of do a very vibrant game. I do think one thing that's weird is going from like jetpacks to boots on the ground games. Obviously, they're only the Black Ops games have had like genuine color that was like enjoyable to look at. So hopefully we can get more something like that, because I mean it's just kind of depressing when you're staring at your screen and all you're seeing is three colors, and it's just not enjoyable to play. It doesn't make you want to just grind it, but hopefully they learn from their past mistake in World War II and the complaints that were in that game. Also, another thing, uh, before we end this video, I wanted to say, I think that Warzone. I'm not one to play Warzone, obviously, but I just hope that, like they said, like Vanguard or Sledgehammers came out and said they're going to be focusing a lot on competitive this year, and just multiplayer in general. I really hope that is the case because I feel like the last two games we could have had incredible games, like absolutely incredible. Obviously, a lot of people have heard the PC anti-cheat stuff, and yeah, we are getting one next year, but I just hope that they don't put so much focus into Warzone, um, and that the competitive and just multiplayer in general side gets a little love this year. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's been a while, but make sure to leave a like if you guys want to see more of these. And not sure when I'll be uploading again, but stay tuned. Make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.